All right, Christina, our next question asks, one of my best friends since childhood is getting married. I originally said, yes, of course I'll be there, and RSVP'd. But I just got word that I won't be able to bring my service dog with me. They told me I could keep him in the car and not in the venue. I'm speechless. How do I approach this?
Well, I think being speechless is an okay response to
Yes.
This cuts deep on many levels, especially since this is a childhood friend. This boils down to probably the new partner that their friend is marrying. As the childhood best friend, I would really ask my friend of like, who came to this conclusion? Whose decision was this? Was this the venue's decision? And depending on what they say there, directly ask, is this your new partner's decision? This is a make or break for me because as somebody with a disability that could use a service dog with my epilepsy, if I had one and somebody told me I couldn't bring it in, that's a game changer for me. You don't care about me or my health or my well-being. So I look at that and say, that's a safety risk for that person to attend their best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Completely unacceptable. Although it might really hurt since this has been a friendship that ran since childhood, if you can't kind of get to the bottom of it after having a conversation with them, you always want to hope that people have good intentions, and it could fall in a place of just some ignorance and not really understanding what a service dog is and how critical that is and as an extension of that person. If it's the person that you're marrying doesn't want you to have it just because they don't like dogs, well, they're probably not going to consider your feelings or your needs in the future going forward. So how are you going to maintain and continue a relationship with them if your dog's always going to have to be in the car that could save your life? For me, that would be an absolute ending of a relationship if it didn't come down to some kind of negligent ignorance about not understanding what a service dog is.
I was talking with our producer before this, and we were talking about how, a service dog in many cases is critical. To not be able to have their service dog in a situation would be entirely game-changing, and I think it is protected by law to some degree. My question would immediately be, as you said, who's making this decision? Is this the venue? Is this your partner? Is this some other person attending? And what's the consequences if I say, screw it, I'm bringing my service dog in? What, are you going to remove me physically? I think that would be the ultimate test of a relationship right there. When
I think about a basic friendship, and especially one that runs deep to childhood, if that was my wedding that I was putting, I'd say, okay, and what are we going to dress the dog in? What kind of tux would they like? So it's like, that to me already, it is kind of already teeing you up for an understanding of, we don't really care about you because this person's been your friend lifelong. They've seen all the service dogs you've had along the way. Yeah. Why now? Yeah. So to me, if the initial response isn't, let's get them a bow tie and a tuxedo, I'm not going to begin with.